What's up, YouTube? If you're watching this video, it's because you've been trying to find the best business model to start in 2026. You want to find one that's going to last a long time and, more importantly, make you money for the most part quick. I'm not going to say it's like tomorrow you'll have this turned on, but once you understand the mechanics, it's really simple. So let me go ahead and just jump right in. Last year, we started this business and we did $1 million. I'll pull up our High Rose account here. You can see I'm not screenshotting anything. This is last year's revenue. We did $1.2 million with a little bit over $300,000 in ad spend, which, if you know, that is a great ROAS. So without further ado, let me just explain what this is, how this all works. Let me just clarify. Number one, you're not a bank. You're not raising any money or anything like that, and you're not lending your own capital. You are basically middlemaning between a business owner who needs money and the banks who are willing to give it. This works for a brand new business owner. This works for a seasoned business owner. It doesn't matter. What you're focusing on here is 0% interest business credit cards. If you jump on Google right now and search 0% business credit cards, you'll see a list of banks that offer it. It's not that simple. You're not just going to go click buttons for your clients, but you're basically helping business owners structure and secure 0% interest business credit cards and charging a fee for that service. I'll explain more in detail where you come in, but let me just clarify. You don't need a lot of employees. There's no long-term client management. You're basically packaging and structuring and guiding your client to getting as much funding as possible, and you get paid. Now, how you get paid in this service is really simple. The way that we work, kind of like a hybrid model. So we charge $3,500 upfront for the client to get started. We guarantee them 50K in funding. Anything over 50K, we take 10%. You can also take the approach of charging nothing upfront and taking 10% of whatever you get them. Entirely up to you how you choose to start out. I would highly recommend you charge your clients something so that they have some skin in the game with your business. Now, on average, our clients are getting anywhere from $30,000 to $150,000 in 0% business funding. It just depends 100% on the client's profile. So why this model exists, it's really simple. Banks are always going to compete for businesses to go with them to do their business. So they offer 0% interest cards. 0% interest means you're not paying the bank back anything else other than what you're using for an entire year. Most of the banks have 0% for 12 months. So you can get large credit limits, sign up bonuses. And the nice part is when it's business credit cards, it doesn't affect their personal credit. So the two are very different. If you don't know by now, business credit, personal credit, very, very different. But essentially where you come in here is number one, the knowledge on what you need to qualify, which I'll explain. And number two is the relationship with the bank. You're going to have someone which called a BRM, which is a business relationship manager at every single bank that offers a 0% card. So think of Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, so on and so forth. And through that business relationship manager, this sounds crazy, but literally you're just getting paid to send an email. So a client signs up with you, let's say they have really good credit and you want to send them to Chase. Instead of them just applying online, because typically when you apply online, the computer is just going to spit out whatever it wants. I could have an 800 score and apply on chase.com and it's going to give me, $15,000, $20,000 credit limit. If I go through a BRM, I can easily get double or triple that, 60, 80, even $100,000 in 0% interest credit on one single credit card. Now you do this across multiple banks. There's a certain order you have to go in. So like you go Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, American Express. That's not the actual order, but I'm just giving you an example. You don't just apply everywhere at one time. There's a certain order you have to go in. So understanding that alone is enough for you to get paid from these people because they don't know this exists. You'd be surprised. So many business owners out there don't know that 0% products exist or they don't think they qualify. So the fact that you know they exist, you know how to get your client funded, you know what order to go in, that is enough for you to build up enough value as to why you should get paid. And people pay it over and over again. You can see we did $1 million in revenue last year off of this exact service. So many people apply at the wrong banks, they do it in the wrong order, they mess up their credit. And so you understand the strategy and sequencing to increase how much money they're going to get and maximize their total funding. That is the value of what you're bringing. Now, how you get clients in this space is really easy once you understand it. The simplest method is paid ads. You can start small. If you're a solo operation, you can run like $30, $50 a day, and that's enough for you to generate booked calls. You only need a few deals per month to start generating strong income. If it's just you, obviously, as you start to scale, you'll want to make more, etc. But if it's just a solo operation, even two people, like I have a business partner and we started this out on our own. So your offer is really simple. You're just running ads for 0% interest funding to business owners. Leads go to a qualification form and then a booking calendar. You do not need a large team. a lot of automations, a massive following. I literally have no Instagram followers whatsoever. I don't even think people know what I do, but we generated $1 million last year in revenue. So again, super simple. What you'll need to learn now, this is important because you cannot bullshit your way through this space. You have to know what you're talking about. So this is not a push button, get money kind of thing. Like I said, number one, you have to understand what good credit looks like, what bad credit looks like, credit utilization, inquiries, credit velocity, personal versus business credit, which I kind of covered already, which banks to apply to, and the sequencing. If you do not understand credit, you should not sell this. You may get lucky and land a few deals, but they're not going to be good. They're not going to be smooth. You have to obsess over these, and I'll break a lot of these points down in a separate video. But once you understand this, and it's really simple, it may sound complicated right now if you don't know anything about credit, but in a matter of like a month, you can become damn near an expert. And you have to sound like an expert on the phone because that's going to be what's going to get the client to trust you and want to pay you to do their funding round. Now, I want to talk about another point, why this isn't going away. So many businesses are so volatile, right? You get into, for example, we started a marketing agency for real estate agents. When the market was booming, we were making money. As soon as the market started doing bad, our revenue took a hit. This is never going away. There's a new business owner right now starting his business who's going to need money. And there's also a seasoned business owner who wants to scale and also needs money. So this will always exist for that matter. And number two, banks are always competing for customers. They're always going to have 0% cards. This isn't a trend. It's been around for decades. So as long as business credit is a thing and businesses exist, banks will always compete. Now, who this is for, I have to clarify. Number one, comfortable with sales, or at least decent enough to talk on the phone and get people to know, like, and trust you. You have to master those three things in order for you to get paid on this service. People willing to study credit deeply, which I kind of just touched on. You have to become obsessed with this part of the business because you need to know what the fuck you're talking about. Who this is not for, if you're afraid of selling, you want some low ticket passive income thing, this isn't that. And if you're not willing to learn the mechanics, if you're not willing to learn the mechanics, don't even bother. You're going to fuck this up for yourself and lose money probably. So that pretty much concludes the video. Honestly, I didn't really want to cover too much. I just wanted to plant the seed in your head. I know there's so many people who get on here and get misdirected on what kind of business to start. They go do something, they fail, and they think online business isn't for them. You just have to find the right vehicle, the one that's going to take you far, fast, and steady. And honestly, this has been the one for me. And I just want to get on here and share it because I honestly don't see many people offering it. And I don't see many people offering it in a good way where they're going to make money, they're going to get their clients funded, and they can sustain this for years to come. So without further ado, that pretty much concludes my video. If you have any other questions related to what I talked about, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I put my username right here at the bottom, at highticketnick. DM me the word funding, and I can jump on a call with you, explain any questions you have, how to start, if you want to scale, whatever it is. Like I said, we've had a lot of success in this business in only a year. We'll probably double our revenue this year because we've done a big hiring round. And yeah, I'm going to be dropping more videos like this. So I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, like I said, shoot me a DM on Instagram or just drop your comments below. I appreciate you guys watching.